What is going on, guys? My name is King Reggie. Welcome to the channel. Today I will be continuing my gun double scheme out of the run and gun playbook, and this is going to be my go-to man beater. Is going to destroy man coverage. Let's get into it. Alright guys, gun doubles, run and gun playbook. So if you are new to the channel, welcome. I do things a little bit different. I'm going to do full play breakdowns, guys. These are going to be really in depth. I'm going to have real gameplay footage later. I'm going to have real gameplay footage later on in the video, and it's going to be me in head-to-head in the Legend Division, in Ultimate Team. So I'm playing really good opponents, and I'm giving this to you guys because I want you to see this actually works online against real people. This isn't just something I'm going into practice mode finding, and it's going to kind of work in practice mode. This is going to work online, real opponent. If you are new, guys, I'm going to throw up a card. I have a playlist with all the videos in it. The very first video in the playlist is my adjustments, my audibles. I kind of go over the whole scheme really in depth, all the audibles we want to use, the personnel, and I also go over sets. So I have almost every single play in this playbook. I have a motion on the field. So I have 3 different sets. The very first set we went over was a 41 set. Then we went over the stack set. Now we will be going over a trips tight end set. So we're actually going to be motioning the single receiver over, make it a trips with a tight end and 1 running back. So we're going to have a lot of different looks we can bring to the table, guys, just out of this one formation. So the play we are going over today, guys, is PA zone read. I had gone over it before as my zone beating play. This will be the man beating play. This is those guys you play online who are spamming man coverage. Guys, if they play single high or 0, this will get you 1 play touchdowns all the time. And then even if they play 2 men deep, we're going to have a lot of stuff underneath, deep crossers, a lot of ways to attack them, guys. So this is my go-to. This is basically what I call when someone's spamming man coverage. Don't really call it against someone who's playing a lot of zone. This is going to be a man-beating play, but it is going to work very, very, very well. All right, guys, so here it is, PA zone read. That is the play art. This is out of our trips tight end set. So after this video, I will have, I think, 2 more videos between 3 plays that are going to be zone beaters out of this trips tight end set. Plus, we went over the run in that very first video in our adjustments. We also went over the run game. We have a read option that we also have out of this trips tight end set. All right, guys, so our adjustments, we always want to have our trips to the wide side of the field. So we want to have it on the hash mark, and we want to have our trips to the wide side. This is for the first setup. For the second setup, there won't be a motion, so it really doesn't matter what side of the hash marks you are on. But when we are doing the trips tight end look with the setup 1 against man coverage, we want to have the trips to the wide side. And then all we want to do is motion the receiver on the single side across the field and put the slot receiver either on a slant, a drag, or you can keep him on the route he is on. Now, the reason why we can put on a few different routes, this route he's on is actually going to do a good job against man, so will slant, but sometimes it will, this X route is the route we want to throw to, this guy we're motioning across the field, and sometimes depending on the route he runs, they'll kind of collide, or you'll kind of get a bunch up in that play. So go in practice mode, we want to motion snap this guy. So we want to snap him, we want to motion him across the field and snap him before he is set. Once we go over the play, live, I will show you guys. But we want to motion snap him. So go in practice mode, run the motion a few times, and then just practice what route you like best with when you snap the ball. And it's just basically we're just wanting to make sure we put them on a route that isn't going to collide with the guy we were motioning over, but still going to do a good job against man coverage. So that's the setup 1. And then setup 2, guys, all we're doing is we're putting Y on a slant, no motion, that is it. It's basically stock. This play destroys man coverage, but the setup 1 is my favorite setup to the trips tight end look, and it is going to be a 1 play touchdown a lot of the time with that X route, and then we have 3 really good routes underneath. That's really also going to put their user in a really tough bind. So guys, basically, I want to call setup 1 if they are running single high safety or a man blitz. This is my go-to. And then if they start running 2-man under, 2 safeties back, then I will go with setup 2. No motion is the only play in the whole formation we don't motion, but it's fine. It's against man coverage. We're not really giving anything away. We know what they're running. They know, okay, this play is going to destroy if they have 2 safeties deep. Then if they have 1 safety deep, motion across. Okay, so our reads with the setup 1 where we're motioning across, watch safeties after snap. If they're playing single high or 0 coverage, wait for motion to cross receiver to break towards the sideline. So motion them across. If they're playing single high or a 0 blitz, we're going to fire that up and away. I'll show you guys in the gameplay. And then if they user that or they're actually playing two safeties deep and we didn't realize, then we want to hit McLaurin, that the outside receiver on the deep crosser. It's going to get open really, really well. And then after that, look to the tight end drag or the slant. Those are our reads in setup 1. Setup 2, look to either crosser, guys. It's going to be deep crossers. And you can throw that early on the break. So right when they break, guys, these are both going to get open really well. You can low ball that in there, almost work like a post route. Or you can wait. And if they're playing 2 safeties deep, they're not going to have any flat defenders, and those crosses are going to get open deeper down the field. And then if they do have, flat defenders, then that means they're going to not have 2 guys deep. So then the next play, check it down and then run the deep over route setup 1. And then, so if they actually do have flat defenders there and you don't hit it early, then just look to the slant or drag. Both are going to do really well. This tight end run's kind of a cool drag. It's kind of a delay drag that is going to do really well against man coverage. So let's look at the gameplay. All right, guys, so here's what our play art is looking like. So we're going to motion Metcalf across the field, and we want to see when he gets to about the hash mark here, then we want to snap the ball. We want to motion snap him. We do not want him to wait till he gets set. We want him on a motion. The reason why I like this is because if they're playing jam or anything like that, when you motion him, the guy will not be able to press him. He's going to get a free release on this route, which is really what we want. Now, I want you guys to watch, guys. He's going to run up, out, and then he's going to kind of run out again. When he does that second break, it is going to kind of glitch the corner out, and we're going to get 2 to 3 yards of separation, and we're going to be able to fire this up and towards the sideline. So like I said, we're waiting for that, and then look, we're going to locate the safety. It looks like they're playing single high safety here, so as soon as we see that, we're going to be looking to this motion route. If they roll to too high or the user gets on top of that, then we're looking to this deep crosser from the outside receiver, slant drag. It is that simple, guys. Let's take a look. So, motion him across. Let me get rid of that. Motion him across and see how we snap it before he gets set. Now watch him here, guys. Their corner gets totally lost inside. And we have about 6 yards of separation. Now look what else, guys. Our slant is open here, our drag's open here, and then our deep crosser is open here. So and we have a running back into block to give us a little more time. So every single route we send out is open. I mean, now read the user. I'm not going to throw that crosser because, the user's going to play it. But look at the separation on this route we motioned across the field, guys. Now we're going to fire that up and over his head. I should have rack catch that. Didn't get the best animation. I was down to the 1 yard line, but you can see the separation there, guys. We're 5 yards away from him. Let's take a look at the next one. Same thing, motion across the field. Watch Metcalf. Watch this receiver, guys. So it looks like a 2-man look, but I had been playing this guy and he'd been using this safety. So I'm like, okay, he's not going to have a deep coverage over here. I'm going to go to this play. Here we go. Look at the separation he gets on this route. It looks like that's Deion Sanders with 1 step ahead, and he's still burning him. Look at that, guys. 4 yards of separation. Now look what we're doing to the user. So if the user doesn't commit to that, which he is, but I have so much separation, I'm going to throw it anyway. Look at the crosser underneath, guys. We can fire that in for a 15 to 20 yard gain, but we have a bunch of separation. We're going to lay that up and out towards the sideline. The user almost makes a play, but what we're really worried about, guys, if the user gets there, read the user. If he goes with that, we could have thrown the crosser. We decide to throw this. The user makes it a little bit tighter, but You know, we have so much separation on the corner, it doesn't even matter. We're in for, you know, a walk-in touchdown. So, guys, read that player. If they don't have 2 men deep, we are going to be throwing that as long as the user doesn't get there. The user tried, but he didn't react quick enough. And even if he did, guys, we have that cross. Same thing, guys, motion across. So this one is a little different. I want to show you. So this is man coverage. But against certain man coverage plays, so notice how they have a bunch of linebackers on the field, everything in tight, and then this guy doesn't follow him across. So when they don't have him following across, look what it does to the man coverage. So now this player here is manned up on Metcalf, who's cutting out and towards the sideline. So if we ever see that where it's man coverage and they don't come across the field like with us, we know that's a one-play touchdown. So the way this motion works, sometimes if they don't have their guys following across the field, you are going to get a look like this. And this is an easy, you know, I led this a little bit towards the sideline, so it wasn't a one-play touchdown. I should have thrown that, you know, half a second earlier, and that's a walk-in touchdown. But you will see that, guys, if they don't motion across this field with you and it's man coverage, they are going to be absolutely toast. Okay, one more. He's using the safety here, motion across the field. So I'm thinking single high safety or a zero blitz. This is exactly what we are after. Motion him across the field. Motion snap. So we're snapping it before this player is set. Look at the separation on that. 4 yards. Look at the separation on the crosser. Look at the separation on the tight end. The user plays this and he has a flat defender. So I mean the slant's not open. We have 3 guys open on this play against man coverage. Lay that up and towards the sideline, gain of 30 yards. So sometimes we're going to get it a little too close to the sideline and won't be able to get a touchdown, but you gained 35, 40 yards. Or if you throw it a little earlier, you'll be able to turn it upfield. So that is setup 1, guys, with, you know, throwing to that deep over route. This is our go-to money play. Okay, guys, this one motion across, and I want to show you what happens if they react to this play. And I mean, this Metcalf play, you got to read it still. He's not 100% going to burn man coverage every time. Sometimes the man will do a good job of cutting with him. I'd say about 80% of the time he's open, though. So it's still a play you have to read. If he doesn't get open, you know, check it down. There's nothing wrong with that. So motion him across the field, and I just kind of noticed, you know, Dion plays him pretty good. The user's also running towards that. So look at the deep cross, guys. This is single high. So the user's playing over there. Look at the open field here, plus our tight end is wide open. Like I said, this tight end is like kind of a delayed drag, and it does a super, super good job against man. And so we're just going to throw that deep crosser in for a gain of 25. So single high, guys, this play will destroy man coverage because the single high safety will not play this crosser and it won't play that deep player. So it's really up to the user. Whichever one he goes to, the other one will be open, or check it down to the drag or slam. All right, guys, so on this play, we notice now we have 2 safeties deep. We have a safety here, safety here. So this guy's been playing a lot of man coverage. He has 2 safeties deep. So now we are going to do our setup 2. This is going to be the only play in the whole formation that we don't motion across this field. We're basically running it stock. All we're doing is putting this player here, the slot receiver, on a slant. Then we're going to have a deep crosser here, a deep crosser here. When they play 2 men deep, they are not going to have flat defenders. So these crossers are going to get very, very open. And then we have 2 checkdowns underneath. So let's let it run. There's the player. So we have a deep crosser. It's kind of like a deep post crosser on this side. And then the deep crosser on that side. Let's take a look. So we're going to run it. Play action right away. Okay, let's reverse just a little. I want to show you how quick. So right off the line, X is going to burn him. This happens almost every time. He's going to burn him, have 3 to 4 yards of separation off the line. Now look at this post. Crosser. Same thing. 2 yards of separation here. So we can wait. Right now, the user's just going to have to pick one. I mean, I maybe should have thrown to B, but this one, X, is so open. We're just going to lowball that in, and we're going to use it basically like just a quick hitting post route. If not, though, look at the drag, guys. Like I said, this is kind of a delayed drag from this tight end, and this is going to destroy man coverage. He's open, he's open, he's open. We're just going to lowball this into X, just like that. Pick up 12 yards, both safeties deep. So that's a look we can do, guys. Just quick hitting posts. Take that. You know, this is kind of a 2-minute drill. We can take that at almost every time, guys. If they have 2 safeties deep, those posts are going to get open, and now we're just kind of putting the user in a bind or check it down. All right, guys, so same thing, put them on a slant. I want to watch the tight end on this play. So look at, it's kind of this weird delay drag that the man coverage, for whatever reason, just reacts super, super poorly to it. So this post is open here. User's in the middle of the field. Let's let it run. The slant kind of covered that post. We probably could have thrown that one. Yeah, the user's in the middle of the field, so we're just going to throw this underneath route to the drag, just like that. Gain 12 yards. This drag is going to do really, really well again. Okay, guys, same thing. No motion over. Slant route drag with deep crossers on the outsides. Like I said, set up 2. So this is kind of what happens. They're actually playing, you know, one man deep with the user playing the kind of middle coverage, but that's fine. Now we're just going to look to whatever crosser the user doesn't go to. We're just going to fire it in. So he's going over the top X. So now we're just looking at B on the crosser, wait, delay, throw it. So it works that easy, guys. Now, if they have 2 safeties back, we're just seeing which crosser gets open. If the user's back there, just let him pick which one he wants and throw to the other one. So that is setup 1, guys, and setup 2. Like I said, setup 1 is if they're playing single high or 0 blitz. And then setup 2 is if they're playing 2 men deep. All right, guys, there it is. PA zone read. That is our first play out of the trips tight end set. This is, like I said, my go-to play to beat man coverage. You are going to get a lot of people who want to spam man coverage. You are going to get them out of it, and then we can go to all our zone beaters out of this formation with this play. Beats it if they're playing 2 man under, cover 1, or cover 0. So, guys, really love this play. Please let me know down in the comments how it is working for you. In my last video, I kind of was asking for feedback on the channel on whether, because I did get my hands on a PS5, if people think I should make my next scheme on the PS5 or current gen. So I kind of decided I'm going to make it on current gen, but I'm also going to like maybe hop into practice mode and just show you guys all these plays are going to work on next gen also. But I think the gameplay, I'm going to use it on current gen just because I think at this point next gen is, it's almost unplayable for me. The defense is just so bad. No one reacts to anything. Zones, man coverages, basically unplayable. So I think maybe in the next week or 2 they will patch it and make it play a little more like current gen. So maybe at that point I will make it for next gen. I'm not sure, but I'm probably going to make my next formation kind of show it works on both. Guys, I'm super pumped for the next formation. It is going to be an empty set, pass all over the field. I'm going to have you so many setups for you guys. I'm going to have you exactly how to beat cover 2, cover 3 man on every single play. It's going to be very in-depth, guys. I'm super excited for it. I'm really pumped. I think it's going to be an absolutely nasty formation, and it's also going to be in the run and gun playbook, so you can stick in that. I'm going to be running it out of a different playbook, but the main bulk of the formation is still in this run and gun, so you'll be able to use gun doubles and this formation. So look out for that, guys. I have, I think, 2 more videos coming out of the trips tight end set, and then that'll wrap up gun doubles. So if you guys are new to the channel, guys, please sub. I don't want you guys to miss anything. Like I said, I think I'm doing things a little different around here, and I don't want you guys to miss it. Please leave a like on this video. Please comment down below, like I said, if this play works for you, how you guys are liking this offense. If you have any tips for the videos, please let me know. My name is King Reggie, and I'm out.